All right. All right, all right, all right. So, let's see. We got our creepy crawler right here. And we got Fost in the Discord voice chat. So,
yo, what's up?
yeah. He is the sculptor of this, and he is going to give me some direction when I'm animating this. Because this guy is, like, creepy. I don't know, the last part, I'm not even sure how I'm going to animate this guy.
With a lot of luck, man, a lot of luck.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wasn't even sure actually the direction I was wanting to go with them. I was going off a rough concept that I drew up. I posted up in the MAD-GFX team chat.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemed like a lot of people were digging it. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to go with this concept and see what happens.
Nice. So, yeah, how long did it take you to sculpt this?
All in all, probably took me, well, with the exception of little issues I was having, and you're quite aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
The basically just technical issues with the trying to rig it and stuff. I would say all in all, probably about maybe 6 to 8 hours, something like that.
6 to 8 hours, nice. So you spent quite a lot of time.
6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, 6 to 8.
Yeah, 6 to 8. Yeah, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but somewhere around there.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead. Went ahead and I'm repositioning these connectors a little bit so we can get a little bit more.
Okay, I'm still trying to find you on Twitch here.
I thought I sent you a message with in Discord.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, let me check.
It's in I also posted it in the Dreams Discord as well on Twitter, so you should be able to find it. Yeah, but so 6 to 8 hours took you to sculpt this guy. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hold on, I'm having some device issues right here.
Oof.
Just a second. Man.
Oh, don't want that selected. Just want these connectors. Give it a bit of springiness. Bit too much, I'm guessing. I get this. Just right. So it doesn't curl up in a ball and die. So
okay.
Actually.
Hello?
Hi.
Alright. I think I'm good. Okay, sorry about that. I was having some issues with getting my device set up. Alright. Should be good to go now. I got you on Twitch.
Alright, okay, cool. So yeah, for anyone new watching, we got FostWorks on the Discord voice chat. He's the one that sculpted this. It took him about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, 6 to 8 hours, give or take.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to get this tail to move naturally, because that's going to look a lot better than hand animating it, is if we make it move with physics. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm just making it ignore gravity. To see how we can get this boy to move here.
Yeah, basically what I did is I just set up the connectors. That's all I did.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to make it so it can't rotate. We're going to lock the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to make it so it's only going to be able to move in a certain direction.
Man, this dude does look creepy.
Yeah, let's try some limits on there as well.
When I'm working on it, I'm not thinking about it at the time. I'm just like, I'm just going with the flow, basically. That's my whole thought process. Pretty much creating subconsciously, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what I want to do and like how I want the character to be portrayed. I'm thinking of his characteristics and personality and everything as I'm going through the creation process. But generally, it's just throwing some stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing what sticks. Looking for happy accidents. And then just bringing it all together.
Nice, that's good.
In the end,
So I'm just still experimenting with these connectors because the tail on our dude, our best boy, the worker, the hive worker dude, is completely just physics based. So that's what we're trying to get working here. Seem to be having a little bit of an issue. Not entirely sure what could be doing it. Maybe want to make sure these are movable. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just hoping from the looks of it, I'm hoping I didn't create a huge mess for you to work with.
Probably not. I mean,
because like I said, I just go with it. I'm not really, and I just added the connectors at the end, so I just put them down in there so you could, have them already there to work with.
Yeah, that's always appreciated.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure everything is all set up nice and tight here. So I can actually understand how it's flowing.
Yeah, Dreams is great for creating stuff like this for critters and.
Yeah, it's definitely really good.
Being able to animate them, and just, it's crazy. You do it all in one, just all in one.
Yep. Not sure why this dude at the end here is like spiraling out of control or something. I'm not sure what could be causing it. I'm gonna lower the weight a bit. See what that does.
So like what I was telling you in Discord, like for the extended arms, the longer arms going on there, I was thinking, as I was working on it, I was thinking like maybe those could be like just extensions, almost like pulls him around, or something like that, or like I imagine them like emerging from underneath the subsurface, like from the water underneath, like he's like pulling himself up onto the surface with those extensions, like real creepy, like just like and then just dragging himself, across the surface or something like that. Maybe even like they could be used for almost like stilts or something like that too. I don't know. Just like almost as if he's like walking on them,
Yeah. All right. Let's see, maybe if we add some more stiffness to this, some more springiness as well. Let's see. That's definitely better than what we had before. Alright. I think that's good enough to start with. We can always go back to it. So what we want to do first here is we want to, first of all, make sure we are in a nice T-posing position. So everything is in a neutral state.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go ahead and get started on these animations here.
Cool.
So, let's see. I'm going to make a microchip here. This is going to be for controlling the animations. So we are going to... Is this what you want him to look like at idle? Just his hands reached out, or do you want his hands at his sides?
Oh no. That's just a default. That's just a default pose. Just
okay.
To have a base to work with.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of his arms like extended back or something, or just doing some kind of crazy pose or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But not like that. No. That's just default.
All right.
That's boring.
So what I'm gonna do first here
it was like he's wanting a hug, and then like
yeah. I'm gonna make an idle animation first. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I saw how you brought Snags the brood mother together. So I was excited to have you work on this.
Yeah, this is like a lot more difficult for me simply because it's just so foreign. Like I have nothing to work off of. Like the closest thing I can think of is dolphins.
Oh, okay. So like you don't have no like reference, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Well, it's almost like a mermaid kind of.
Yeah.
There's not. I know it's not like a whole lot of mermaid reference out there, but or like a merman. Is kind of like what I was going at. With a very creepy, alien feel to him.
Yeah.
Almost like the Kraken. You know what I'm talking about? Like the Kraken from Clash of the Titans kind of thing?
Yeah.
with that extra limbs at it, extra arms. And I noticed how like Snags, either Snags or you or somebody use the cut tool to separate the shapes. For mine, I just made the shapes as I went.
That's good.
I didn't cut them. Like I don't mind using a cut tool. I mean, like it's if it works for you, then use it. But I just like that. That's generally like how I work anyway. I just make all the shapes separate and then just go from there. I do a lot of cloning too, because that definitely helps to save on like the thermo and stuff. I actually got pretty good. This hit like 10 on the thermo. Like I had it pretty high, and I was able to knock it down pretty low.
That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not even sure like what our thermos look like right now on levels, so like I guess the lower the better at this point.
Yeah, I know. I think Ferran said he keeps the environments down to like 20% on the thermal, something like that. So it leaves enough room to fit like critters and characters and stuff within it, and also extra assets like flora, mainly like critters, and just I guess like the general mechanics and logic, just to have room for all that. But I mean that's pretty damn good, and you've seen Ferran's environmental work, and I mean it's pretty damn impressive.
Yes, it is.
I'm really I'm really amazed. I'm honestly like I'm amazed by everybody's stuff, man. Like everybody's like the whole team.
Yeah,
Um,
honestly, like the whole team is like amazing. Like it's
mhm,
great, and we're one of the very first like Dreams teams out there that have like all these
mhm.
great creators under it. So
Yeah, yeah, we definitely have a motley crew of talent. We
yeah,
definitely have a motley crew of like some amazing talent, I would say, um, and just so much diversity, which is a plus.
yeah, we got the art, the music, and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, and not just that, but also we have multi-talented people. You know, we have some people that they're good at effects or good at environmental art.
Hmm.
We have one guy in there that's by the name of Luz. He came from the Little Big Planet community, and he is freaking amazing. Like I harped on that guy from day one, trying to get him, on the team,
Yeah,
um, and just you know, singing praises about his work, man. And I believe he's really shined through. And he can do effects, he can do different types of animation. Just his mechanical and mechanics work is just insane. Yeah. Um, and then just recently, I just saw some of his environmental work added with
yeah,
added lighting and different variations of colors and stuff. And man, it's just crazy. And we have a lot other artists up in there too that can do stuff like that. Just it's really cool to have a wide diversity of so many talents.
yeah. Of course, it's pretty great that what we have so far is
Hmm.
like beautiful, like absolutely beautiful with all the art, like the submarine. I can't believe how I got the movement so down well on that submarine. And then the
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, submarine was so fluid, man.
yeah, this
Um,
I love the submarine, and then of course the brood
hmm.
worker like that we have is also like entirely beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm hoping this guy fits the category too. I know
Yeah,
he's kind of he's a funky one, but
let's see here.
and this guy, he's actually supposed to, from what I understand, he's one of the old ones, an ancient civilization that's basically submerged within the subsurface
Hmm.
of Europa. Um,
Yeah, so he's
not
like the
sure.
lower levels.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is somebody that this is one of the main uh, people that you will encounter deeper in the surface.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't know what I don't know what the whole game plan is for
Yeah, he
him.
does kind of look like a xenomorph, doesn't he? A little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I actually was using a lot of inspiration from Giger and stuff like that too.
Oh, sweet.
Um, yeah, and I have other plans and ideas for other critters and creatures that are heavily inspired by Geiger as well. Geiger, HR Geiger. I don't know if to say Giger or Geiger.
Giger Geiger Geek.
Yeah, yeah. You can call me a Geiger geek.
Geiger
Uh,
Geek.
Snags as well, man. Like I know he's inspired by his work as well. Um, you can tell whenever when you look at
Yeah,
his stuff.
like the hide hive worker.
Hmm.
Definitely
Hmm.
reminds me a lot of like xenomorphs and aliens and stuff like
Hmm.
that too.
Hmm. Yeah,
Some people see like the Charis from like Skyrim, but like I totally see xenomorph in it.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Same here.
I'm trying to make the animation as like fluid as possible, so I'm like animating the rotations instead of the positions of the arms, so they're more affected by the environment. Like positions usually completely like set it, but for some reason Dreams is a lot more loose with its rotations. So I'm making it so that arms rotate into the position rather than just snap to it.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the hands, what I wanted to do with them, so I just made them basically like a default pose.
Yeah.
Maybe we could cut the fingers to make them posable. I don't know. I don't know if that would. I mean, that would be extra work, but
It would. I'm not. If you like maybe want him to hold like a spear or something like that, or a trident, then I would see us getting to work with that.
I don't think we're gonna be going that direction.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna go in that direction either. So it's like,
I mean, the most I could see is his hands clamping down onto the surface.
yeah,
getting like a close up shot of that or something. But yeah, that's probably about it as far as that goes. I think the cool thing is that I could, like after you rig it and set it up and everything, I could actually take it back. Which is the cool thing about Dreams and the collaboration in Dreams is that I could grab this sucker, take it back into the scene, and continue sculpting on it if I wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
Or add in detail without even messing with the rig or the animation or anything.
Yeah.
So that's freaking awesome.
Not liking the jump or the break we have there. Like, I like the peak, but the end of our animation is a bit too much. I think maybe extending this out and fading in might work a bit.
I love that breathing. That's so cool.
Alright, let's see. That looks any better. No. Why can't I move this? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Okay. You know what? Maybe if we ease both on here. No. That does not look correct. I'll come back to it. But yeah, we got it idle pose now.
Yeah, that looks pretty sweet.
Let's see here.
I can imagine this dude in like a dark alley, like
oh god, could you imagine?
A dark crevice of just like a sewer or something creeping up on you.
Let's see here. I'm gonna get out of Puppet interface. Probably gonna use this to control all the animation stuff. Alright. Because we have the, like, the procedural on, so yeah, we can use this. Oh god. I don't think he's...
do that.
Yeah, he's not going to jump either, so let's turn off the jumping.
Yeah. Kind of scared me there for a second, man. I thought you were going to back out of the scene. Yeah, I have I actually have plans for my own personal projects as well.
Yeah.
On the side of MAD-GFX. That's another great thing too, is that on down the line, you know, after say like this project is complete and out there, you know, other projects will be in the works.
Yeah.
Just it's amazing like how the collaboration can go in any direction, you know, like I could, you know, call on people to help me and vice versa, you know, with different ideas, like just like we're doing with this.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Wait, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to multiply by the speed because we're idle. Duh. Okay. So it should be playing now, right? Yeah. I want to see how he moves. Let's see. I'm going to increase his lean into strength. Where is that?
Nice.
Turn down the motion sensor movement.
that is awesome. I love seeing like I love seeing my creation come to life, but I love seeing other people's creations come to life too, like snags and stuff. Just it's really cool.
Okay. That looks good. That looks good.
This dude probably would look. He almost kind of like, almost like a wicked ass mythological critter.
Yeah.
Like he probably would look cool with a trident. I don't know.
I mean, they have technology as well? So you'd think they would have something like that.
What's that? Who?
The old ones, they have like a base and they try to like invade Earth. That's kind of like the storyline.
Actually, I was thinking about now that we got on the subject of technology, I was thinking about adding like maybe some hints of light on them.
Yeah.
You know, maybe like some kind of something like hieroglyphics, sort of. Going up and down his arms or something like that. I don't know. That would probably be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not too intense. Just, you know, something that hints some kind of other race, or you know, maybe there's like something that you know gives a explains his backstory, I guess.
Yeah.
Who he is and where they came from, and how they got there, how they ended up there. It kind of reminds me of like Prometheus, like the movie Prometheus.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? Like how they were there before, and they were discovered.
Yeah.
You know, they just basically stumbled onto them. It's like something that's there unknown, just like the whole aliens thing. You know, it's an unknown discovery, and nobody knows what to expect. Nobody knows what these things are capable of until, you know, until it happens.
Yep.
So yeah, like these guys I could really feel like a real ominous feeling coming from them. Once they're, once they are approached, and they kind of just like slither up, kind of like freaking Medusa or something,
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of this I'm just thinking of as we go. Like, the more we talk about it, the more I'm like, oh, that, come up with an idea. Oh, that would be cool. Probably try that.
Yeah,
Run
dude,
it by
totally.
Ferran and see what he thinks about it.
Okay. A lot of this is just guesswork.
I could definitely. Could you make it to where like you could have like a slither motion, like almost like a snake in water?
I think we might get that a little bit naturally, but yeah, we could try to see how that looks.
I think that would be pretty sweet. Maybe even use like those extra extensions to pull itself across the surface.
Yeah, that would be something I would have to do in environment.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm just getting like the basics.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking ahead. I'm just adding stuff as I go. Ideas.
Okay. I still need to make like a tips and tricks video, like top 5 for logic or something like that. Oof, that's not what I want. What is something that you struggle with in dreams?
That's funny. I think it's more like, what do I not struggle with? Man, just about everything is a struggle because it's a new platform,
Yeah.
And I'm not like one of these people that originally, came
Little
from
Big Planet.
like the Little Big Planet. I mean, I played the hell out of Little Big Planet, but I never took part too much in the creation area. I tried, and that for me was difficult too. The thing about Dreams that drew me in the most was that I can sculpt and create my own characters, whereas Little Big Planet,
you had to play a Sackboy, Sack thing.
And I'm not bashing the game by any means whatsoever. I love the freaking game, but
yeah,
the character aspect was kind of limited. You had to go with presets and make your own characters, which, I mean, it led to a lot of creative, challenges, but it was difficult. And with Dreams, you can just like sculpt
anything. You
can rig, you can animate your character. I mean, look at it, man. I mean, look at this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody saw this, and there's a lot of content out there already, of people doing stuff that are, fan made and stuff. Like basically revisions of other games. If you like looked at it from far away and you didn't see like the Dreams
logo, yeah,
the Dreams basically aesthetic and logo, you honestly would not be able to tell the difference.
Yep.
I mean, I know I can't. There's no way I could say that.
I mean, there's some things that like
made in Dreams.
Yeah, there's some things that Fran makes in environments, and then there's Disarmed stuff that he makes. It's just, it's impossible to tell, like, if it's Dreams or not. It's just so amazing.
Yeah, exactly. It's so polished and just, so well done and detailed that you can't look at it and say, oh, this was made in Dreams. Unless you got right up close to it and you saw the aesthetics of it. And there's ways around that, I mean, of course, Dreams has its limits, just like everything. But there's always optimization. There's always, you can always dumb down things with lighting and, just different effects.
Yeah.
So you can basically cover up a lot of flaws, basically. Motion blur, you could use that. Dude, that looks sick. Yeah, it's like flying through the air, the big ass mermaid tail dangling from his ass. Yeah, that was wicked. Actually, I can see this dude in other games. Honestly,
yeah, looks pretty
I
good.
can see him something like Final Fantasy or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. Shit, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about there?
Talking about
dreams
aesthetics. In general, like the look.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so much stuff out there right now that that really just amazes me, man. And I'm still questioning, like, man, this was made in dreams? Like, really? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what it was that we were talking about. You were talking about, like, if I had any issues with, like, if I ran into any problems with dreams.
Yeah, like just difficulties that you would have.
Yeah. Well, logic has always been a difficult thing for me to do, just because I'm not a logical thinker.
Yeah.
I'm more of a, you know, creative flow, just let things happen kind of guy. When I'm drawing, when I'm sculpting, whatever. And I sculpt outside of dreams too, and I also draw and sketch, and you know, I do like digital art, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of got a little bit of experience going into dreams, which has actually transitioned very nicely, I would say. With my work, I feel that it's definitely, well, once you get past the daunting task of learning the tools, and the general flow of dreams, it's very easily to just jump in and just do something.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to do. I think the most difficult thing that I've actually found, with the exception of logic, is animation.
Animation?
Not animation in general, but like trying to achieve like a natural movement, like with a run or something. You know, I know we were messing with that last night, as a matter of fact, when you were helping me to figure out an animated run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that because, and I mean, I have an animation background too. I have experience in that too, and I don't know. I find it kind of tricky trying to figure that out with the puppet, just personally. That, you know, they give you in dreams.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just my own personal kind of hang-ups, I guess. Sculpting, I definitely, that's where I feel my strengths are. And perhaps colors, painting, lighting, stuff like that. I love to tell a story with anything I create.
Yeah, like this definitely tells a story.
Yeah, I love to like I don't like to just throw, like I like my stuff to be as original as possible. Possible as can be. I don't like to put anything out there that's generic or, you know, you feel like you've seen before. Yeah, I try to think outside the box as much as I can. Which is a difficult task because there's so much material out there that's, you know, I mean, everything's copied after everything, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, try to, you know, try to think outside the realms of, you know, realism, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, you know, also adding realism too. So, you know, it's something that people can relate to. And so anything that, you know, that's created, whether it be a character or creature, it's relatable, you know, it's not just a big pile of mush.
Yeah.
You know. So there's got to be some kind of there's got to be some kind of general aesthetics there, something that's relatable to the audience.
Yeah.
That even though I've seen this before, you know, they look like they took it in a different direction. That's what I try to achieve with my work anyway. I try to make it as just, you know, something. I try to make it at all possible something that somebody hasn't really seen too much of. While trying to keep a realism factor to it.
Yeah. All of your stuff is pretty realistic. That's the right word. It's also ridiculously good.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I try to do my best work as much as possible. It's a lot of times it, you know, it draws from a lot of reference.
Yeah.
It's not all just imagination. I mean, like, I would say a lot of my work is almost like, I don't know. It's almost like maybe 40-50, I guess you could say. It's a little bit of both, you know, added in. It's like I'm taking reference, but I'm also adding my own flavor, I guess.
Yeah.
40-50, I don't know where that came from, but maybe like more like 60-40, 60 imagination and then 40 from reference.
Yeah.
But when I'm working, like I like to also do concepts too outside of dreams. Like I was doing concept work before we got the early access.
Oh yeah, totally. MAD-GFX has like the most concept work I've seen for anything in dreams. So
yeah, MAD-GFX is like crazy on concept work. Just Ferran and Snag stuff in general. And then like I try to do like a lot of conceptual pieces depicting different critters and this guy right here.
Yeah.
I actually had a few concept pieces for him. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing stuff like that, man. I just love like getting in there and just like, you know, just starting from scratch and just, you know, letting it basically take form, you know, just let it.
Yeah.
And I apply the same workflow in dreams as well. And dreams is great for that too, because you can literally just jump in
and just make
stuff. Just make stuff, man. I swear, it feels like whenever I get in dreams and I start sculpting, my stuff starts to, and this isn't like deliberate, but I feel like my stuff starts to take more of like it starts to take like and I'm going back to H.R. Geiger because I just feel like it starts to take that biomechanical kind of feel to it. Bioorganism or whatever, and it's like, just like
genetically engineered.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the way I work, is that like I just smear stuff out, because you can either smear the sculpt in dreams or you can stamp it. And everybody has their own workflow, but whenever I'm sculpting, I love the smear option where you could just smear stuff out, and I love I love what comes out of it. I love the happy accidents.
Yeah,
because there might be something in there that I wasn't originally thinking of, you know. So yeah, it's really cool. It was really cool. And I love that aspect about sculpting in dreams.
Yeah, I love like the logic tools are really easy to get into, at least for me. Like you can make something really powerful with just like without coding.
Yeah,
like it's ridiculous like how fast you can make things without coding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it breaks it down to, I mean, logic is a pain in the ass for me, but like I can see like for somebody like you or somebody that does like general coding, it basically breaks it down into icons that you just piece together.
Yeah.
It takes all the complicated crap and, you know, mushes it together, you know, and then you just basically piece it together like a puzzle, which I find very fascinating. I find very cool that people like you and others can do that. And like, I wish I could. And I'm hoping at some point that I'll be able to, you know, at least somewhat understand that. Yeah, but that's a cool thing. Everybody's got their own strengths, man. Everybody's got their own strengths. Nobody is not like, you know, not included, you know?
Yeah.
Even people that show other people's work, like curators in Dreams.
Yeah, for example, Project Genesis.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's huge on that. He's huge on like promoting people, you know, and showing people's and not just he does and not just like, you know, focusing on one genre of work, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he gets like showcases, games, and when people, you know, see like, you know, if they see like the same stuff over and over again, they're going to get bored and tired of it. You know, he keeps it engaging, and, you know, and people want to come back and see more.
Which I think that's one thing Dreams is really good at, is that it keeps people engaged, because there's a lot of different genres in the game, because there's a lot of different things people want to make, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I have lots of ideas myself for personal projects that I have planned for in the future. I want to do like, I don't know if you know what like diorama is?
Like a diorama in general, or is that like a certain thing that you're thinking of?
No, that's what I'm thinking of going with. Like, basically do like an action scene taking place. That's almost like it's like caught in the like.
Oh, like frozen in time, kind of like maybe
exactly.
Halo trailer.
Exactly, almost like, and then there's just like very slight effects. You know, it's not.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like fully animated or anything like that. It's not like a cutscene or anything. It's just like, it's almost like the camera's just panning around this maquette of or diorama of a display of like an action taking place, you know?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I want to do as well. That I have plans for, and I have plans to create my own showcase museum, like basically displaying all my work. So yeah, I'm really excited to do that too. But that's the thing. See, like you could do stuff like that, and also when and we've already seen that. You know, we've already seen this amazing museum what they did, man. And then when you incorporate VR.
VR is going to be amazing for Dreams.
Yeah, when you incorporate that eventually showing up in Dreams. I mean, hell, dude, I got a VR set just for Dreams. Same. You know? I mean, that sounds crazy that, you know, I believe in this game so much that I actually went out and spent money to get a VR and moves for this game alone.
Exactly. I went out and bought the PS4 specifically for Dreams, so it's like...
Oh, really? Man, so you got a PS4 too. So, yeah. And like, I know we're not alone. I know other people have too. I've read it. I've seen it on Reddit numerous times. Where people, you know, talked about, you know, they went and got a VR set with Move controllers, you know, the whole works, just for Dreams. And if somebody didn't know dreams, they would think you were crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I talked to my nephew, and he was like, "Really, you got that stuff just for dreams?" Like, because he didn't know dreams, you know, like he knows from the surface, he knows from what he's seen, and of course, it doesn't appeal to him because it's not going to appeal to everybody. Like the creative part is just not going to appeal to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Because especially people that are huge gamers, they're gonna want to jump in something. But for those that are creative thinking and just want to create, then man, it is just like the excellent platform for that. to
Exactly.
do that. And I love that. I love that about dreams, man.
Trying to get these like mirrored.
And it's like, just when you think you've seen it, you have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just when you think you've seen it all, you have it. Like
somebody makes something new. Something new.
Somebody makes something new, and you're like, "Holy crap!" Like, and then you're like, "I didn't even know you could do that in dreams."
Yeah.
And then when somebody sees that, they'll be like, "Oh," and then it opens up other avenues. It opens up people's imaginations more. Like it gets people excited and fired up to do more.
Yeah, I know
it did for me anyway. When I saw, I can't remember the guy's name who did it, but whenever I saw that painting that was made in dreams, I was just,
oh yeah,
along with other people, man, just mind blown. Because I never considered dreams like that, and and for people to come up with new discoveries, like new stuff to do.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost like every platform that's out there, like almost every program that's out there, all rolled up into one.
Yeah. So